you would like to do everything too. Okay. But let's do the story. Alrighty. Well, let's do probably all other sort of stuff then later on, but go forward in the story for now and see if we will be finishing the story. There's a rainbow bridge waiting for us to cross. I'm sure we're gonna be meeting Waka. Okay, Isun is started to say. Wait, Ami. You know what will happen if you cross this rainbow bridge and board the Ark of Yamato, don't you? I mean, that boat is bad news. The people of Kami all know that. It's the most hated and feared thing in all the land. Even legends have nothing good to say about it or Lauchi Lake. And you know there's no turning back once you're aboard that thing. Huh? You look like you wanna say something. ... Resolve? You mean you got the resolve to pass the point of no return? Alrighty, do you have the resolve to cross the point of no return? But hey, as I said, we can always go and reload a later previous save and go and do other stuff. But let's go do the story. So, sure, we have to resolve, of course. I see. Well, I guess this is it then. Ami. ... Don't you go dying like you did 100 years ago. We'll try our best. We definitely will try our best not to die. This is quite of a ship though. Ship with the celestials that try to flee the darkness and the demons. I'm sure Baka will be coming around though. Wait a sec, Ami. Well, we've been through a lot together. Yeah. How long's it been since we first met? It's been quite a while ago, soon. It all started in the valley of Sakuya's chest. ... Then we laid the smackdown on Orochi. ... Then that fox wench. ... Questioning Amaterasu. We even went inside an emperor's body and traveled to the bottom of the sea. Then, before I knew it, I found myself back in my own land. And now, it all ends with the appearance of the legendary Ark. But for you, it's just the start of an even greater adventure. Sorry, Ami. Are you going to leave us this soon? ... I'm afraid this is where we say goodbye. Aww. Aww. As I told you from the beginning, I joined you so that I could steal those dirty frost techniques of yours. We found them all during our travels. And now each and every one has been etched into my mind. Isu can throw them. It's not like I've mastered them yet, but... He was able to do a flower. I plan on having loads of fun with my newfound skills. It's a bit sad to see you go, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Take care of yourself, Ball. Isu just leaving us like that? How could you? I guess he was all for just the happiness stuff. No, Ami, no. Look, ... You're a god. I'm a sprite. We have grown attached to Isun. We don't want to go without Isun. We live in completely different worlds. The road ahead may be a tough one, but it's one you're just gonna have to walk alone. I know. ... It just I got things I need to do too, you know? Now, let's wrap this up. I can't stand long goodbyes. Farewell, my furry friend. Hold it right there, Furball. How many times do I have to tell you? We gotta go our separate ways. Now, leave me alone, you thick-headed lump of fur. Aww, slashing into our way. Waka coming about. He's right, Masuri. Your way lies with this arc. I knew that Waka would be coming around. You again. At last. ... At last the path to the heavens has opened up. Oh, fantastic. How long have I yearned for this moment? 200 years? No, it must have been much longer. Pah, what are you babbling on about now, you big fruitcake? A path to the heavens? On that creepy old hunk of junk? What a fitting exit for a half-baked prophet like you. I have no idea what you're up to, and frankly, I don't care. I'm not a part of this anymore, so I'm gonna split. Have fun, you two. A raid of the legendary arc, are we? What did you say? Is Isun afraid? That's the question. Was Isun afraid of also his skills of drawing and painting? Was Mia correct that Isun was afraid? And now Waka hitting exactly to the point of the case. Are you afraid of it? Caught his attention. Yeah, for sure. What did you say? Well, if you must go, then go. Besides, only those worthy of the trip to the heavens may board. The fabled Ark of Yamato. You never had a ticket, and you never will. Well, well. Is Waka trying to get Isun to come alone for Amaterasu's and partially his own sake, or is he just kind of, well, I don't know. Is he just pushing Isun's buttons because, yeah, he's running away? Who knows? Why, you witless, stupid, half-baked prophet? You're just trying to trick me into getting on that stupid boat. I'm not gonna fall for something like that. I'm no fool. So there. Wait a sec. ... I know. Maybe I should just hop on board your little boat. Isun, are you talking yourself to actually continue the travel? Yeah. ... And then... ... I should tear the place apart as a little parting gift to you. Isun, you're not gonna go there alone. Don't blame me. I already told you. Only those worthy of the trip to the heavens may board. ... Maybe Isun wasn't worthy after all. But you didn't need me to tell you that, my little bouncing friend. You know very well why you can't board this ark. Do I not speak the truth, little celestial envoy? He just doesn't want to think of himself as a celestial envoy, though. ... Exclamation mark. Well, it's about time. We jumped in. I guess Isun isn't gonna get there. Blooms. Well. Bark. My little friend. I have another prophecy for you. Oh no. What is he going to prophesize for you soon? Listen up, because this will no doubt come in handy for you. It takes two to tango. Oh dear. So we are just gonna be tangoing with Waka now, eh? The pawn of the brush shall intercede. Gosh, goodness of me. Well, I guess that's something. Called it. I thought I'd give you the long version since it was my last. Pretty good, don't ya think? I don't think that Isun really saw it, to be honest. Aw, poor Isun. Dot in the water. Those unwilling to fulfill their own destiny cannot port the ferry to the celestial plane. Well, I guess that is understandable. Amaterasu is very much willing to do his destiny, or her destiny. Isun was kind of fleeing his own. Feels so naked without Isun though. Yeah, very true. Life is all about resolve. Outcome is secondary. It is resolve that determines the value of your life. You have no doubt met many such resolute people in your journeys. Well, my little bouncing friend. ... I must bid you adieu. Shall we, ma chérie? We have a date with Destiny, and we mustn't keep her waiting. Aww. Well, there's nothing we can really do about that anymore. He must leave, even though we would like to be staying there to watch Isun. We are very connected, and now we will be separate forever. Maybe Isun will learn from that though. Sayonara, Isun. Sayonara. Losing Isun's company might have been the thing why I didn't continue my own game. Yeah, it's very sad. Extremely sad to lose Isun. But in the end, maybe this is the reason that he will continue painting and actually accepting his destiny of having been the celestial envoy. But yeah, oh man, that is very sad though. And of course we can't get Brown Rage from here, so there's that too. No Brown Rage for us, no more if we go into here. But that's definitely interesting that we have to be without Isun now. Marco. My goodness, I can hardly believe it. My eyes may have been enveloped in darkness all this time, but I know when I see a divine being before me. Okami Amaterasu, you returned home. I, Marco, would like to welcome you on behalf of all Celestials. Hello, Marco. Celestial being, Marco. ... Oh, I made a mistake. I said that you'd returned home, but of course I was wrong. This is the inside of the dreaded ark which fell from the heavens. It's nothing like our wonderful home, the celestial plane. Alas, only my spirit remains in this world. It's been imprisoned here for many, many years. Perhaps it was my destiny. Okami Amaterasu... ... I'd be so grateful if you could bestow upon us a small gift. Not only for me, but for the others who succumbed to death. In exchange, I will give what I can. I'm sure that it would lift everyone's spirits. Give an offering? Sure. What will you offer? demon fangs. I got too many of them anyways. Oh, I guess I could be now buying something with demon fangs, but I don't have 100, so I can't buy the water tablet. Ancient tablet that allows one to walk on the water surface. That would have been awesome. I need more demon fangs. Somehow Marco is not the most awe-inspiring name. No offense to anyone, just, you know. Yeah, it doesn't quite sound like a celestial being, but, you know. Peace spell emits a holy tone that keeps demon scrolls at bay. Make a cash offering and sleep on this mat and your wounds will heal. Bring owner luck, draws money and other valuables nearby. Inkpot with golden sheen increases ink restoration speed. Would be nice too, but... Water tablet would be the first thing that we need to buy. But, I don't have that many demon fangs. I have 79. I need to get more demon fangs. Oh dear. Well, what other stuff did you have for sale? Money. Let's see. What do you have? Tantra beads. That's a new rosary again. More stuff that we can waste money on. Let's buy at least one golden dust. I feel that I wanna be using the weapons that we have, so I'm not gonna buy that now. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to try to grab you. I just wanna be using the other golden dust, so that both of the weapons that we are exactly using have at least the golden dust in them. I think it's a good idea. I don't wanna really give this one up. Does kind of stand out from all these other Japanese sounding names. Well, not just Japanese sounding, yeah, very true. But that's, I guess, the reason, because this is a celestial being. It's not a Japanese person. It's a celestial being. We just do not understand their gorgeous names. Though Amaterasu is also a celestial being, and that's more Japanese sounding name. But, well, it is definitely at the very least interesting, I would have to say. Let's save here. For example, Arc of Yamato. Now we can't even like investigate this with Isu anymore. It's like Isu would be saying that, hey, look at this and this and these symbols and everything, and now, nope. Nothing. No comments from Isu. We have to just make our own decisions. That's like a 9 tails, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's a 9 tails. That's one of those beasts that we also destroyed. That's the spider that we destroyed. That's Orochi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 heads. I guess that has to be the thing that was in King's body. Or what could it be? Some of them are very clearly look like certain things. Like that looks like 9 tails. That's like the one thing that we destroyed, which was coming to us and with flaming armor and sword and everything. So still being like most Marcos. Yeah, totally. Well, let's see what these actually have in them. What these have in store. Unless there's green glow, I guess. Hello, Hakuba. Goodness, if I'm not mistaken, you're from our home, the Celestial Plane. It's you, Okami Amaterasu. Who would have thought we would meet again after all this time? All my waiting under the dark gold ice has paid off. We Celestials may have lost our physical form, ... but our spirits live on and are with you for all eternity. Celestial being Hakuba. We were heartbroken after the battle on the Celestial Plane. When you fell to this world with that monster, we managed to escape before it happened, but... ... Little did we know that the tragedy that was about to befall us. After we ran away from the battle, we boarded the Ark of Yamato, hoping to get away. But not long after we set sail, countless monsters appeared from the depths of the Ark. Having nowhere to run, all of us were devoured by the monsters.
This ark, which was built by the lunar civilization, turned out to be a cargo ship designed to transport thousands of monsters. Not long after setting sail, the ark lost its rudder and plummeted down to this world. The celestials on board, each and every one of us, were slain. I don't know why the Moon Tribe built such a thing. But when the ark fell to this world and brought such tragedy, well, it was nothing short of a disaster. Okami Amaterasu. ... It seems that the ark has begun to move again after all this time. But this place is like a nest of dark beings. Please take care not to be sucked into the darkness.
Intriguing.
Even as a spirit, the nightmares continue.
Nightmare continues. Do you just tell the same story?
We boarded the Ark of Yamato hoping to get away, but
yeah, nowhere to run, they were deboard. Yeah, same story. Hold up, Ami, look at this carvings. It's like one of those yada 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 yada. Yes, and we would be like, yeah, we know already. He noticed, yeah. We're just listening to you. It's not because I wanna be nice and all, but I don't know already. But yeah. Intriguing. Well, we'll see what exactly will happen. Will we? I at least assume that we have to be able to find out what exactly happens with Izum later on. Nonetheless, it can't be just that now we will never know what happens because we are not traveling with this soon. Our destinies sort of are just separate now then, I guess. Trying to slats well enough. Well, what's this exactly then? Well, it will take us somewhere, clearly. Where exactly? But I was thinking, the fact that it is a monster cargo ship makes sense. For a certainty, considering the fact that I said that this looked like this guy. I told you, it looked like this guy, and so it is. It's been a while since I battled this guy. I think I needed to just do enough strikes to it place first. And then we would be able to do other stuff with it. Because that doesn't work, but it's been a while after all. Kinda want it to do other stuff so that I could actually get good strikes to it. But I can't really easily get that when he's doing just all this sort of stuff. I don't think. Well, I guess I'll try to be striking at least for the moment. Okay, good. Now I got it. Be blown away. Already got its armor back. I do love the fact that I can strike with just the evasion thing now too, though. It's extremely useful. Can use even that just to strike a lot. It's more efficient almost, I'd say, sometimes than some other stuff is. Yeah, for sure. You're not gonna get a strike into me. Unfortunately, I didn't get you yet, but you're pretty close to being Gelgoden, so there is that good thing. And yeah, I think this is a more efficient way to get easy strikes at him. Even if he gets a couple of strikes at us too, but it's not too big of an issue nonetheless. No. Don't be silly, that's not gonna work. Yay. There we go, okay. He's a little bit stronger though. He isn't completely incapable of doing anything while that is like active, so to speak. And yeah, it's pretty cool we could face this guy again. I like the design in all its simplicity, I guess you would be meaning, and not simplicity, right? But yeah, I like the design too, for sure. Because it makes sense that his spirit came back to here, the darkness returned here, so we had to come back here to actually completely destroy it, for sure. And yes, poops. But yeah, it's certainly a sort of simple, but it's pretty logical, and I like it for sure. I think this is the only one that is now not glowing or red.
Okami Amaterasu. It seems one of the dark beings has disappeared. If only all the evil power would leave our midst, then I'm sure the Ark would return to the celestial plane. I was ready for immortality, but now it seems the time has come for my spirit to take leave. It's brought joy to my heart to have met you before I depart. I hope that you will return to the celestial plane, Amaterasu, and that you will bring life to this world once more.
Goodbye. You. Okay, one of them is glimmering now. Damn it, I've made too much of these little typos today. It's okay. Can understand. I just wanted to make sure that I did understand you correctly, right? So, guys, I want to ask you a question. Which boss will we go and face next? There's... I'm not sure what boss that is. I don't think that's the Ols. So, it's just a question... I think that's the one that was inside the Emperor's body. Because it looks like it. So, was it Blight named? Then that would be Orochi. That would be the spider from the very start. That we defeated, and there's Ninetales. Who do we face first? Do say your opinions. Ninetales, Orochi, Spider, or this guy. Place your votes. Which order do we go and take on these bosses? Place your votes today. What shall we do in what order and all? I do think that we should at least destroy the spider pretty early on. I think that the order might be interesting to have something similar than before, but yeah, I'm curious about Ninetales because I'm just thinking of the Pokemon. Okay, maybe the armor been a while since that. You mean this thing? We have destroyed one extra spider too, after all. Orochi we have already kind of killed twice after all, so there's that. Maybe, nonetheless, I think that Orochi and Ninetales are the biggest bosses here, so I think that we should do them last. Is that okay with you guys? That we would do the spider, and then this guy. But this guy we have only fought once, so I don't even actually remember completely how his combat mechanics worked. I remembered that guy. I just wanted to make sure that I knew who it was, but I don't remember how this guy worked. Armor it is then. Alrighty, let's go there. I do not remember how he worked, but I think it was the blight that was inside the Emperor's body. Something like that, and there's probably someone we're gonna talk to. No one we're gonna talk to in there. Fine enough, let's just go. And defeat a next of the darkness. We are just yawning for the fact that we are going to go into combat and into battle. Which is kind of silly. Or funny. Okay, let's see you. Yep, you are the guy. Just a question, how the hell did I need to actually clear you out? And I can't say I actually remember at all what I needed to do with you. Did I need to just battle you really a lot as well so that you would become vulnerable, possibly? Oh yeah, this was this sword thing, but I don't remember what I would have been able to do with it. Ouch. Let's see if I can get him down into a vulnerable state, I mean, like this, or if there's something else that I needed to do, because I definitely don't actually remember what I needed to do. Actually, it was the slowdown, wasn't it, that I needed to do? Yeah, it's exactly the slowdown that I need to do against this guy. I was trying to think what skill did we get during that time, but it was the slowdown. At least. Doesn't always seem to work that well, though. It's just like in that time. And yeah, then it was the sword that we needed to destroy. That's the thing. That's the ticket. Need some more, though. But yeah, when it's trying to do that quick slash through, we need to get the slowdown. But yeah, it's usually with this, it was the skill that you got around the right time, so to speak. But it's not always going to be the key or the something that we can exactly use that well. Aw. Do your thing. Good. You are down. I was thinking that that should be working pretty well. Lovely. Armor it is then, for sure. And so it is defeated. Not a great time or anything, but you know, I had to again remember what the hell did I need to do with this guy to begin with. I didn't remember well enough. Some more darkness has been defeated, however. And Amaterasu just keeps on yawning to all of this. Pretty quick battle though, otherwise. Let's just get some stuff here, I guess. I'm not sure what I do with this stuff still, but, you know. Gotta get it. Gotta catch them all and all. But I did like the Ninetales design. I do think that we can easily go through all of these boss battles though. For sure, and then whatever will be after that, I don't know. It's not gonna take that long to do all of these. Alrighty. Well, that's all cleared up. Let's go to the spider. Because it was a relatively simple one after all. And after that, probably Ninetales and then Orochi. We have met Orochi so many times that I'm like thinking that maybe Orochi should be the last again. I don't know. What do you guys think? Orochi or Ninetales last? Which one? I have no... Oh, hello, Sado. It's you, Okami Amaterasu. I did wonder when the ark began to move. Lo and behold, it's a guardian of our home, the celestial plane. But notice the fact that these guys also have like wings in their hairs. Waka definitely belongs here. Waka has to be the only one who escaped this ship. Orochi has, as the last feels within. Yeah, I was thinking the same. At least Satentenho. Celestial being Sado. Why did just tragedy befall us all? This ark was built by the lunar civilization as a rescue boat. It had been enshrined in the celestial plane for many years. We believed it would be safe. In order to ensure our future existence, we fled to the ark when the monsters attacked us. How could we have known this ark would become our coffin? I don't know. ... Maybe it was our destiny. Perhaps it was all decided from the start. Ooh, that's a nice picture of Orochi. That monster, Orochi, who attacked the celestial plane. Oh, Orochi first attacked the celestial plane to begin with. You'll give your vote to Satan and Orochi. Orochi is the last then. Seems quite fitting, especially when Orochi apparently was the thing that attacked all the way to the celestial plane too. Had suddenly come flying across the sea of stars. And after destroying our people and our homeland. It's quite of a fiery lava looking land there, the celestial plane for sure. It went on to cause pain and suffering in this world. Perhaps, ... Perhaps it was all preordained by the Moon Tribe. That is a good question. Would that be the case? That is a good question. Let's go. Destroy the spider first. Spider, Ninetales, and then, last but very much not least, Orochi. Hello, Spider, a friend of mine. It's been a while since we've met. A while. You were the first of the bosses that we defeated. Oh, so very long time ago. Oh, so very, very long time ago. In this, it's definitely a shame not to have the lovely weapon, though. The lovely weapon that could slash through all of those. I do usually love that weapon for sure in a lot of, or specifically this battle is one of those that definitely I would love it in. Let's just put that there. This here. If I was able to, that is. That over there. That over there. And you are already opening up for us, eh? I don't know if that's gonna hit anything, but maybe. I think that it's time for me to be leaving from that spot. But he is usually, or is always a lot quicker if you have the... That's not gonna work now. And then I accidentally let loose of my paintbrush. Sillily. Then you into there. Then you from there all the way in here as well. Thank you very much. Aw, I tried to go and get out of there, but I didn't quite make it this time. When I tried to do it too quickly, so to speak. Just show yourself a little bit. As sounds, I guess I could even move myself with these flowers that I never really thought at the time. But I guess I could, and then I could easier get into his backside. Or her backside, I guess. I was wondering why those disappeared, but I guess it severed the gods. Oh, new ability you used. Well, that works for me. Oh, now we need to do it like this then, I guess. Interesting. But it's not open yet, so... Just that you have to aim at the freaking eyes sometimes and then they are too far away, so to speak. But interesting, you hadn't done that before, had you? And I'm not exactly sure what you're doing with that. Not quite sure at the very least. I'm just trying to get all of these linked up. Not sure if I am though. Okay, I think I got him. I'm almost dead though. Don't strike that eye. It's this eyeball that you need to strike. There you go. Destroyed. Yay. Honestly, I've had enough of Orochi. I feel like screaming in a pillow. It's not, to be honest, it's kind of true, but on the other hand, of course, it's kind of logical too, in a sense, if you think that Orochi was the first enemy that actually, or the monster that came into Celestial Plane, so that's kind of the interesting thing though. And one could assume that he also has some new trick up in his sleeve, because all of these have had something new with them. At least that egg was definitely something that we had never seen before from this one, for example. But we had seen the egg before with the owl, of course, though, so don't know. Anyways, it will be interesting to see what actually happens after all these battles. Certainly something interesting is gonna happen. Just don't know exactly what that something interesting will be. Okay, got you guys. And for some reason I gotta collect the yens. There's going to be so many things to use them for. I am sure. Hello you. Sado. Okami Amaterasu. I sense the presence of someone here on the ark. ... It's Waka. Could it be that man from the Moon Tribe? Oh, a man from the Moon Tribe? So Waka wouldn't be actually a celestial, but a man from the Moon Tribe. There was a little bit of a question about that too as well, because I thought previously that Waka might not be quite good after all. But what would Moon Tribe then have meant this whole ship for to begin with is a good question. True enough, it's just that 3 times the same boss. Yeah, I gotcha. I can feel his pain somewhere deep down inside this ark. Amaterasu, you must save him without a moment's delay. You must stop the seeds of tragedy from being sown. Or is it Yama? Who might also be the guy who was mentioned, the Lord of Evil, but is he from the Moon Tribe? Yama? I don't know. Calling it Waka is the last boss. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. I guess we'll see. In order for the evil in this world to be exorcised, the sun god Amaterasu must return to the celestial plane. I pray that you will watch over the world from the heavens, and that you will bestow peace upon us all. Well, interesting. Well, most of these bosses have been defeated once again. Their souls actually completely destroyed. That guy dealt with. Orochi and Ninetales are left. 9 Ninetales. A lovely little Ninetales. I wonder if Ninetales has anything to say, or if it's just straight up battle to the last, to the death. Ninetales was the first one who mentioned Yama, so Yama would have to be here somewhere too, and none of these is Yama after all. We'll see. Hello, Ninetales. How are thee? Been a while. Why are you doing all those jumps? Do your things. Oh, that was a quick slash. Not quick enough though. Just raise your sword to the air. You know you want to. I don't want that. That's not something I want. I want you to raise your tail. No, sword to the ears. There you go. That's exactly what I wanted. I can't see these freaking enemies even. There's Laos Lassin. Okay, good. Defeated. All those are defeated. Now you as well. Quite a few of them gotten, nonetheless. Not all, but quite a few of the tails gone from the 9 of the tails. Gotta get the money for some reason. risking it for the biscuit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more tails left. Hello, tails. But with Ninetales, I don't think that she's vulnerable in any other stage than the stage where there's the Thunder Sword up in the air. So I'm just waiting for that, and then not as good of a momentum, but it's okay. We got him then anyways. There you go, and there you are. It's too late now. Well, soon enough. Later on then. Next time I shall get you. Next time. Only 2 more tails left for you. Nope. No Ninetales. Nope. No, no, no. There you go. With the sword again. Where are you? There you are. There you go. There you are, and there you go. And then it's your true form. As it is. Ouch. You did hit me with that. You are a little bit more exhausted after that, though. Aw. I pressed the wrong button. The sword will be able to get you again, though. I love the sword attack, though. I gotta say that. That's actually a pretty nice way to catch up to an enemy, too. This sword attack, that is. You like glide with it, which is kind of funny. Calling it, yes. Well, we'll see who or where. Anyways, it's a good question. Where did Waka go at this moment? We got 97,000 yen from here. Well, if only we could return, maybe we could actually buy the Brown Rage. At some point. If only we could return still to the mortal realm. But Amaterasu has been fighting Orochi for a long time already on the celestial plane for sure. And yes, Sword Surfing is pretty neat. Yeah, I love it. And how long did it take for me to discover it? Just in the last possible stream that I would do. Just a little bit of a time to discover it's just a possibility. Not at all. Not at all long. There is that way where we came from, of course. I wonder if that then is something else, or maybe just the middle part will actually open up to be elevator or something. But alrighty. Orochi time. Orochi time. Hello to you, Asumi. I've been waiting for you, Okami Amaterasu. My fleeting spirit will disappear at any moment. I'm glad I was able to hold on long enough to meet with you. Celestial Being, Atsumi. Long ago, you and Orochi fell together to this world. Then, you waited for the Chosen One to put an end to Orochi's life. You waited patiently for countless moons, until finally the Chosen One, Naki, was born. Together, you sent the monster of the moon to its fate. You didn't realize it, but that was just one ripple in the wave of darkness. Yep. It's exactly 100 years since the legend of Naki. The monster was quietly recovering its strength for all those years, until it used Naki's descendant, Susanoo, to complete its revival. And once again, it tried to destroy this world. When you defeated it, the next stage of its plan began. It cursed the land with its evil power. And the world was soon overrun with monsters from the Ark. Yeah, 9 tells as well. Orochi's evil essence was more than enough to power them all. The smoldering powers of darkness exploded throughout Nippon. And the world was thrown into a storm of chaos never seen before. After that, well, you saw with your own eyes. The evil powers that left those monsters you defeated have all gathered here in the Ark of Yamato. Exorcism of the roots of evil is a daunting task. You must keep your eyes open for what's in the center of it all. Yep, we'll try our best for sure. Better later than never. Yeah, true, at least I finally discovered it in the very end. Hello, Orochi. Once again, once more. Once more, did we meet the dreaded Orochi. Hello, you. Do your first. You can't defeat us. You know it already. We've defeated you twice. Just come up again. Let's at least do one more time to use this. I guess it's not actually gonna drop down in the stage yet. Yeah, fine. It was just like that, but that's fine. We can go and continue onwards. There you go. I guess those do damage. Yeah, I should have just destroyed those to begin with. Shouldn't I? I need to do this to destroy these to begin with so that they wouldn't be growing, but you also need to be drinking up some nice little drinks, my friend, and you didn't. I'm extremely disappointed. I didn't want your whirlwinds yet. I didn't want your whirlwinds yet. I was here in battle at the moment. So difficult to aim sometimes with the camera though. It's always the case with this. Okay, let's try to get rid of that too before it comes up. You need to drink up. There you go. Some nice little amount of drinks. I don't know how to very well avoid all of that. Lovely. Oh yeah, I needed to not yet hit that, but I would need to go to the bell again. I completely freaking forgot, and then I can't even get all the way into here. Oh well. Yeah, it's not going to work out completely yet, but oh well. Can't be helped. Later then. I ain't there no more, Orochi. I ain't there no more. Soon, soon. It just sends you completely forget. Yeah, okay, I needed to actually go that way. Oh well. Not that big of an issue. Drink up some more. There you go. Then soon we can get the bell. Wake up. Be angry as you wish. As angry as you wish. That's totally fine. Not gonna work out. Aw. You did hit me a little bit. That's very unfortunate. There you go. Ow. Did manage to hit me with those. This is very unfortunate. I don't like it when you were able to hit me like that. There you go. And then back up to the bell. Then we can destroy it to the end. And I hate when I don't jump far enough. Good, good. At least that's destroyed. Then just need to destroy some of those heads. And it's gonna be good. You lost some of your power already anyway, so it's all good. Just drink a little bit more, and it's all going to be just fine. Unfortunate, I will have to do this again because I didn't get most likely enough damage yet. Well, actually I did get this head down, so that's good. Happy with that. Then you, my little Orochi head. Aw, you hit me with that because I can't get the camera better. Drink. This sword is a really lovely attack though again. I do have to say. Very efficient. We know exactly your tricks, Orochi. There's not much you can show no more. And then to the end with the shield. Bash into. There you go. One more head is down. Okay, the water attack. I didn't get the attack. What the hell? Took so long for me to get the proper attack done, which is very annoying. Lovely attack with the sword though. So that was pretty quick though, at least. As such, it's not like this even takes that long anymore when you know how Orochi works. I'm not getting an attack on him quickly enough. Well, I did, but it was relatively close, I'd say, at that point. I was thinking that that's not going into the right place. Oh well. If I have to do him again with that, then that would have been okay, but I didn't even. So that's fine. Just a couple of more heads left. 3, I think. You need to drink. Lovely. It would have been even quicker if I remembered to go to the bell at the start. But unfortunately, again, I forgot it in the meantime. You just need to drink a little bit. It's gonna be just fine. Sake is very good for the winning against the enemies. Just make them drink some sake and you're gonna have an easy victory at your hands. There you go. As such, you would think that Orochi sometimes would learn that maybe you shouldn't be drinking all of this anymore, but I don't think Orochi really has learned that lesson in the end, because he always falls to it. The lightning head was like, where the hell did she go? Yeah. Yeah, it is indeed. Orochi has a neat design, but fighting him is not that exciting, especially when we have to do it many times. Yeah, I do agree with that though, that like twice was okay in my opinion, but 3 times might be a little bit more than is needed. Or maybe the second time would have needed to be a little bit shorter than like as long as the 2 other battles. But I do like the design of Orochi, but yeah. Can't blame Orochi for persistence, but the bugger should learn to do a bit better against you, yeah. He should. Saying the same thing many times. But yeah, at least the lightning head was indeed kind of funnily like, where did she go? Why didn't I hit? Well, we'll see what happens now when we have defeated all of this again. Nonetheless, at least it's all light colored now. I'm sure we're gonna talk to them again, her. Let's see what's happening.
Okami Amaterasu. ... It has begun at long last. ... The waves of darkness have finally begun to roll. All this evil power. ... I cannot hold on much longer. Amaterasu, there is one final thing I must tell you. The man of the moon tribe with the golden hair. ...
Golden hair?
I want you to tell him something. The Celestials will never forget how he fought alongside you when Orochi attacked. We are forever grateful.
They will be forever grateful. So Vaka did, I assume, fight. Nonetheless, against the darkness. Interesting. I swear to God, if the last boss is Orochi, that would be not enough pillows for me to scream in. I doubt it will be Orochi anymore. I doubt it's gonna be another Orochi when we defeated an Orochi here. Besides, it's kind of interesting that we didn't have to fight against the Owls again then, though. But I guess they thought that, well, we just fought against the Owls, so it's the most logical thing not to have that again anymore right now. Arc of Yamato. Let's see what's gonna happen. Maybe we fight here together with Vaka, then against Yama. Vaka and Yama is a relatively similar name though. Marco. Okami Amaterasu. ... Just being able to see you with my own eyes. ... I can't tell you how much joy it brings me. It pains me that I can't remain with you until the end. But I know that you won't let us down. Now I must join the others, but I'll never forget you. And how we used to play in the fields in our homeland. I pray that you will always shine bright, Amaterasu. Goodbye, Marco. The best Celestial in the world. Let's see. Well. There's all the constellations and there's Vaka already fighting against this thing, this ball of darkness. Or trying to. There you are, Amaterasu. I guess Vaka didn't have to got into here to begin with. Vaka has definitely been fighting for quite some time. I thought I could handle this before you arrived, but it seems I have met my match. This brings back memories, Mashari. Remember when we faced Orochi together on the celestial plane? Behold. ... It is shrouded in darkness, but make no mistake, this is none other than Yami, the evil ruler of darkness. It was he who slew the Celestials on board this very ark, and brought misfortune upon the land of mortals. Of course, it's too dark to see his true form now. But is the ship gonna be going and flying? And so it begins. ... The dreaded day of darkness is upon us. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. What happens to Amaterasu usually in this sort of a situation then when there's no sun? There's a lot of darkness. Poor Ami. Oh dear. That's a ball. Alrighty. That is a ball. I'm sure it will have some sort of a second phase too. Yeah. We ain't going to do very well. Oh dear, we lost all our power, celestial signs. Is it going to be throwing it to himself? It seems like it. Oh dear. I was thinking that there's all those constellations up here for some reason or another, and they're all fading away now from us. Oh dear. Distorted time and space brings about this phenomena. This ill-fated day only occurs once every 100 years. Los Jampa, Yummy the rule of darkness, or just Jampa between the friends. Totally. Nobody, not even the gods, has the power to stop it. So, okay. What the hell? That's a seal. That's our seal. That's what comes to my mind from that. I'm sure Waka is protecting us from it. Yep. Waka is doing his best to protect us. Still, I shall stand firm and fight this battle. For it was I who brought the Ark of Yamato to the celestial plane. I was thinking that you were the one that brought it there nonetheless, unfortunately. But I was oblivious to the evil that lurked in its depths. I caused the death of countless innocent celestials, and brought a curse upon the land of mortals. Poor Waka. However, I cannot reset my actions nor undo the past. Oh dear. Waka's golden hair. From the Moon Tribe. Waka with the golden hair. Amaterasu. ... Orochi can only be defeated with the power of the Chosen One. That's what I told you, and you waited for me without question. You waited patiently in this land of mortals. ... You waited for the day that Naki, the Chosen One, was born. You believed in me despite knowing that I count myself among the ranks of the accursed Moon Tribe who had escaped from the lunar realm. I was deeply moved by your earnest spirit. That is why my faith in you has not waned since that fateful day. Dun dun dun, yes. When we engage Orochi in battle, side by side. Amaterasu, you must return to the celestial plane. You must do so in order to bring peace to this world. Waka is going to be killed. I assume this is gonna be sending us to the celestial plane, however, this ship. We are very weak though. It goes back to its shell. Oh dear. So. Yeah, okay. We got pretty much nothing. We can't use celestial frost techniques. Maybe I can get it to roll into this hole. Maybe that will be... I can't even double jump, that's the problem. I can't even double jump. And then I drop into that hole again. I think I do need to get it to drop. Like, that's the only thing that I can think of. Or... I don't know, it's not seeming like it's dropping, but... it has to. Like, that seems like the best place to try to get it into, though. Something like that, where it's partially destroyed the ground. Come into here, my friend. The ball. I don't know if that can work, but I'm not quite sure what else try to do. It doesn't seem to work though. Can I really strike it though? I'm trying my best, but it's not quite that easy. Maybe it was indeed what I needed to do though. At least I got one of my powers back apparently. So there is that. One of my powers is back because I struck into it. You retreat, rejuvenation. Well, that's a beginning. We have to just be careful with all these freaking things that it's causing for us. At least now we can actually jump properly and all. And we have our weapons, which is specifically at least good. I need more of your skills. More of my skills back, that is. Give me my skills back. You retreat, powers less. Lovely. I love the sword. Decent start. Decent start. Hey, lovely. Okay. Got another power back, I think. Yeah. Another power back for us. Your tree of the Prince Sprout. Really useful in this battle though. Oh, Prince Sprout as in to open it. Ah, that's perfect. Lovely. Another proper strikes and it's gonna be thinking what it's gonna do exactly. Okay, now it's green colored. Interesting. Oh, and there's a lot of water springing from here. But I don't have that power yet. I gotta remember, I don't have that power. So what do I need to do if I don't have that power? I need to probably always wait for it to go into a stage where I can actually try to hit it and get my power back. I assume. It's gonna have quite a few stages though, I could assume. At least one more new thing back. So that's good. You retreat a cherry bomb. Not quite the thing that I need though, but I guess I'll put it to use. It's gonna do a nice amount of damage after all. Well, slowly but surely working on it. I was thinking that that's not gonna really hit, but I'm trying to get away from there. Am I getting another power? Yes. The seal in a ball. Yeah, it literally just rolls over those holes. It very much did. Do that, you retreat the water sprout, which is great, and I can actually put out the flames. No, no flames for you. Now that I finally got that power. I love that sword. Lovely. Something new that I gained to myself. And you reiterate crescent. It's okay. Not sure if it's the one that I should want to have or should have, but it's okay at least. Explode, my good friend cherry bomb. There you go. Another shape of this ball and the seal. I did not expect Yamato to be like this, but so it is. Not sure if the water is gonna be efficient, but well, now it's kind of like a warp ball. Yeah, Now it's doing some attacks that I don't know if I like. Interesting. I don't know if I'll catch it. I don't have the power to do flames yet though, do I? I guess I need to do slashes actually to it. Yeah, that's what exactly I needed to do. Hey, I need to do those back to you, I'm sure. Ow, then I walk into that. Absolutely just walking into that. Okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. Let's see what you do now. 3 of that. Well, that wasn't something you enjoyed much. Is that ignition or the fire thingy? Anyways. Back. Question mark. New retreat, gale storm. Okay, wind. Well, show me what you get. That's too far. There's a little bit of a ball back to you. There's another ball back to you. There's at least one. Ow. I don't like that wind. Maybe both at the same time. Well, got some of those back. Well, takes a while to get him again. No. Oh, what? What was that? I saw like Naki or Susano there. I'm very confused what that exactly meant. But okay. Yeah, there is definitely some gambling as well in here, for sure now. So there is that. You trade Inferno, good. Let's see if this will do anything to you yet. No. Not exactly, no. Lots of gambling machine. I'm trying to do that, but I guess that didn't quite manage to do well enough. At least get some of those back. Don't have the lightning powers yet though. It's not quite always that clear what one needs to do with some of those things. Hey, now at least I got that thing, which is nice. Another power for us back. We should have almost everything back now actually. Almost, not quite. Veil of Mist, good. Veil of Mist is back. And more gambling. Ink. Well, I'll take ink, I guess. So much ink. Who needs that much ink even is kind of a good question. I would like to blow all of this wind away, thank you. Well, show me what you got in mind. And then more fire. And I didn't somehow succeed in casting the wind, even though I tried. Oh. Let's go again. What? Okay, the first time that we got only one of them. That's strange. Sort of a circumstance. I wonder if I, during this time, would place into that. No, not exactly. Doesn't work. Well, it's definitely an interesting battle, though. I'd say. Very interesting battle. Let's eat one bone. We hardly eat bones, after all. Like, because we do crescent. Is that the reason when Susano comes about? I'm not quite sure, but I guess maybe. Like see, Susano comes from there when we do a crescent. Never knew that would happen, but so it does. So when he's vulnerable, I should definitely do that at least. Ah. Hitting us with all of those. Pretty much. Because I'm being silly. I need a good gambling ship. I guess I should really use this actually so that I could try to aim for the ones that I need. Now there should be twice that. Tried to do that. I got Susano from there, but yeah, should have already done the Veil of Mist way earlier after all, I'd say. To be able to get that guy out there. But I didn't, for some reason or another. I just, we'll just gamble like this. When we could actually try to do something a little bit more. Let's delay a little bit so that we have some more ink. Oh, now it actually will decide on its own then. Well, that's interesting. Don't think that we even saw that before though. We already used too much ink. That's the problem. I already used way too much ink. Okay, well, Veil of Mist. Try to get some nice combo from there, if possible that is. Oop. God damn it. Quite just barely missed the portion where there would have been all the real great stuff, but hey, I do need all of this ink actually right now. So there is that. I need actually ink. Let's see. Where... Oh dear, not quite. It's so difficult to exactly hit it when there would be all those three, when I would need to do it exactly then. There you are, yes. There's at least one little strike on you. Always takes a moment to realize exactly what you're trying to do, though. Well, I guess that's okay. There's some ink and there's at least one possibility to strike, too. So it's not... Hey! That was a decent attack, at least. Not as good as I would have maybe liked, but decent. The Veil of Mist. That's a decent. At least the game gets one. So it's not too bad. Lovely. I got it. Not sure if I really need to do anything for it right now. It's thinking what it's gonna be now. What's gonna happen to it now. It's a lot of darkness at the very least. Now it's lightning for sure. Hey, there's a cat wall. I wonder why. Ouch. Well, that's a different sort of a ball. I don't have a lightning thing yet. I can't do anything that I would like to do. Okay, well. That's a decent attack at least. When it's so in itself from there. Definitely an interesting battle though. Sliding with the sword. Okay, well. What? New ability for us? Yes. What do you guys think about this battle thus far? I do think it's pretty interesting. You retreat catwalk, alright? Now we can at least use the catwalk. Even if I'm not quite sure what we are meaning to do with it. Other than maybe we can get to safety during that time and then try to attack or something. But otherwise I don't exactly know what's supposed to be over there. But especially when we're looking at this guy all the time, it's very difficult to even use it. Like I'm trying to aim for this catwalk and then it's like, well, not quite gonna happen because I'm gonna go all the way over here. Well, there's a chest. Fine enough. Golden piece. Totally. Extremely important thing to get. But, hey, yeah. I do feel that I need to go and nuke into the other one then too. There is, of course, sometimes those battle stuff happening that is like affecting the full area or some sus. Well, let's take this too, even though we don't really need it, but you know. There's one more that we haven't been visiting in. Let's just use something. This does seem like a good boss. Good boss self-ball. Yeah, for sure. No, that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to come into here and eat a bone. Yeah, one of these is good. Maybe one normal bone too. Why not? Let's just see what's in the last catwalk option in the meantime, because we can sort of go and try to look into it. Even though I'm not sure why, but at least there's use for the catwalk too. In one way or another. There's good little strikes. Few, but good. Good. It's kind of silly when I then go and way too high when I don't need to do that, but you know, oh well. This is quite of a robot though. Lovely, got a couple of strikes in. It's not that bad. Sure, could always be better, but you know. So we could say, Tayuta is right, we should get Orochi back. The diversity pretty neat, but it's essentially a transforming ball, so sort of lack personality, I guess. Interesting boss. Yeah, it feels pretty mechanical. Tayuta is right, we should get Orochi back. So you could say it's a well-rounded boss battle. Yeah, it's well-rounded. On a second thought, I love this ball. When thinking about the Orochi possibility. Besides, do you remember what our seal was that we did? It was a seal. It's kind of ironic, our option what we draw, considering what sort of an enemy we are facing. Basically, I draw a ball that had a seal inside of it. Just think about that. Isn't this basically the boss from the Incredibles movie? But think about the seal that we draw when we visited in the Isun's home. We drew exactly, I drew the ball sort of a shape. Underneath it was a rock, and then I tried to draw the sort of a seal. So, yeah, it's kind of like our drawing too. Kind of ironically so. And I at least didn't know that it would be anything like this. I'm just ready to strike you when you would be giving yourself in, so to speak. Just come on. Why are you doing that all the time? You need to show yourself. Was it the thunderstorm that I actually got? Yeah, it was. I need to use that now. He's not gonna show himself otherwise. Ooh, there you are, little seal. Kind of thing. I should have really used more of these bombs too. Truly. Oh well, whatever. The seal had more meaning to it. Yeah, it truly did. Certainly had way more meaning to it. Ow. He did hit me a little bit with that, unfortunately so. Aw, didn't get ya. You're gonna do more of which things? Well, a little bit of both, I guess. A little bit of a rockets and a little bit of a lightning after all. Aw, why? Well, because you're giving me another power, that's why. So, what's the power you're giving me? Slowly but surely gathering all the powers back together. You retreat, Blizzard. Shouldn't I have everything then now? I think I do. I was thinking that that might work. Yeah. Lovely. It is in the water after all. Blizzard should be pretty freaking efficient during that sort of a time. Like trying to hit the lightning in there. Aw, didn't quite get it yet. Soon enough, I'm sure. Soon enough. Just show yourself. Not like that. That wasn't showing yourself, it was just an attack. My good friend. Ah, he closed himself while I was trying to draw. That's quite mean. I didn't have the time needed. There you go. Is that all that you had? Is the next question. What will happen? It is very much electrifying at least. Electrifying battle. Soon? What? What is Isu doing here now? Why are you here? Not bad, Verbal. Well, you know the drill. Let's have one of those famous howls of yours. It's very echoey in Isun voice. Strange. Maybe because Waka was there no more, there needed to be two to tango? Or maybe he accepted that he was a celestial envoy. Who knows? Anyways, howl it is. Well, we almost howled and then we are like, what, confused. Why is his suit here? And then we didn't actually have his suit here, wasn't it the case? We are alone. We did howl though then. Aw, that was real sad. Oh no. This also doesn't look very good right now. He's again lighting everything, destroying everything, all of those powers. Everything, yeah, everything is destroyed again. That doesn't look good. It's like it's exploding. I don't know. A claw. That doesn't look nice. Okay, this is the true Yama. A hand. Robot hand. And we are completely alone in the darkness. Sad not to have a truly Isu. Bah. That Verbal's always spacing out like that. Ami can't get anything done without my help. Is this soon going to arrive? Camellia? Is that doggy crying somewhere, sis? Isn't Camellia the one that was... the one that planted the tree sprite to Kamuki, or the first city? What was the city's name? Kamiki. Yeah, Kamiki City. Village. Wasn't Camellia one of those? Very close to that. We are crying because Isun isn't here. Is that doggy crying somewhere, sis? Is that why the sunshine has disappeared? So... Camille, I haven't seen the doggy for a while now. ... These are the two, so to speak, tourists next to the tree. The first Kamiki tree that we left from. Did my saying there's no such thing as cause all this? Mushi. Snowy, the whole-licking king. I never dreamt that you were a god. You're gonna make Hayabusa a nervous wreck if you don't get that sun shining again soon. There's not going to be sunshine without Amaterasu. Princess Fuse, Use. Amaterasu, thanks to you, we can protect our village by ourselves. But you must be strong and triumph over evil. For the canine warriors so dearly wish to see you once more. Tama, that god sure was burning with passion. Yeah, even your explosive powers wouldn't have worked without our passion after all. I don't know what happened, but if that mongrel doesn't come out of his hiding, I'll have to send out a really big one to reignite the passion. Mr. Bamboo. Oh, so that wolf was really a god. Perhaps I should have made an offering of my bamboo ware. It may be my fault that the sun has ceased to shine. Or maybe all of these started to believe because Isun took on a Prussian, started to actually be the celestial envoy, and actually draw the things and make everyone believe in the gods. Maybe that's what's causing this. Their thoughts. I do not know. Drawings, Mr. Orange. Who would have ever thought that Raskov was really Cyrano reborn?
My, how that god loved my cherry cakes. Oh, could this darkness be caused by hunger?
Drawings. All the drawings. Yampa also. Sure. Uh-oh. The boss is praying. Oh dearness. He's praying.
Snowy, did something happen to you?
They also have the pictures.
Why has the sun suddenly disappeared?
Vito won't roll over and play dead for evil. No brother of mine would dream of it. Wah, 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 wah. Something in your brushwork touches the heart is soon. You never abandoned your life as an artist after all. When one tries to master something, it ends in either success or failure. But it is in the attempt itself where you find the true value. Believe in your own power and walk your own path. Otohime, in the Draconian Empire below the sea,
Is soon. I see you have finally heeded your calling. Your resolve is plain to see in your drawing. It has the power to move people's hearts and inspire their faith in the gods. Amaterasu, their faith shall be your power.
Ishaku. Ha ha ha. He did it! My grandson did it! Look at the spirit behind this beautiful brushwork. He truly deserves the title of Celestial Envoy. It's a work like this that can show the true glory of the gods and guide people to the right path. There's one thing I'm sure of, Amaterasu. You found a much better companion than I could ever be. Okay, everyone, I know it's kinda hard to see this in this darkness, but get a load of my latest work. Isun, the wandering artist, presents his interpretation of the great god Amaterasu. Can you hear me, Ami? Like all the drawings that are also in like the menu and everything. I was thinking that shouldn't those be Isun's, but Isun wasn't really making or giving them out or showing his work at least to anyone else. Only after what Waka said to him, he really understood that maybe he actually needed to go and do something, paint. Can you hear me, Ami? You're not floundering about without me, are ya? You gotta pull yourself together. I finally chose my path, and I have the resolve to see it through. I've started to roam the land as your missionary, but you gotta take care of things on your end too. Don't look so sad. Just psych yourself up like we always did, remember? Oops, I almost forgot. Check this out, everyone. Check this out. It's the great god Amaterasu descending from the heavens. Pretty good, huh? Ami was smiling down from the sky just a little while ago. Something must have disturbed the purple's concentration, though. That's why the world has gone dark. Without Ami, we can't take a refreshing nap outdoors. Rice won't grow. Plants are flower and flowers will wither. Laundry won't dry. Very serious problems. Monsters will roam about like they own the place. In other words, our world will be a total mess. No one wants to live in a world like that. especially me. So, come on everybody. Let's join together to call upon the great god. Let's show Ami that we truly believe. Put your hands together and pray. Let's make our gratitude obvious. I mean, we shouldn't pray only when we want something. We should consider how the gods must feel once in a while. We should even take on some of their burden. If you pray with all your heart, maybe the sun will cheer up and show itself once again, lighting our world with its heavenly glow. After all, the best thing about the great god Amaterasu is that happy-go-lucky spirit. Right, Ami? Answer if you can hear me, ya big furball. Their prayers reach us, and we gain our powers again. Sometimes praying just to ask how the gods are doing. Yes. Now we are truly reborn. In all our glory. And the sun will rise. Because we chose so. But then we do have to fight still against this Yama. What are you doing? Okay. Is there any eyes anywhere? Don't see any eyes. But it's real dark down here. I don't know exactly which things I need to do though, for sure. There's that problem. Like, I could have a lot of skills, but I don't know which ones I need to do. I'm sure our prayers have reached Ami. And I know that no matter how dark it gets where the god is now, there's a great big smile behind that shining sun up there. Yeah, there's a shine up in the skies nonetheless. Maybe that's actually the thing. Yeah, I need to do the sun myself. I thought that I needed to do something else, but no, I need to do the sun myself. That's the thing. I was saying that it's so dark down here, but I needed to do the sun after all. Then it's just the next question. What should I do now? I don't know if more sun will really help. Maybe I should do a moon. Where am I going with that? Hey, I hit that ball. Nice. Nice, nice. Aw, that's a shame. Ouch. That's not the pleasant thing. Exactly. Okay, let's see. Ouch. He hit me. Alrighty. Let's go and use a little bit of a... Yeah, I did think about sun myself, but just a little bit later probably than you were saying, Saten Tenho. So... I was just thinking that there would automatically be the sun, but that's of course silly, because of course I need to do that sun. Nope. Not gonna fly, that is not. There you go, with a few strikes, please. Sometimes I'm thinking that he's burnable at that time. I should be striking, but... Oh. Okay. I also lost my ink for the moment. For some reason. I'm pretty sure I didn't do anything exactly, but you know. Just slowly but surely killing the seal inside the Yama that it is. Nope, not gonna hit me like that. Aw. Already going and hiding, are you? Slowly but surely, yes. He doesn't want me to hit like that though, for sure. Ow. Ow. It's like always I think that I can strike when it's coming down like that, but it's the bad kind of a situation, really. Yeah, it definitely doesn't allow me to do that though. Nope. Alrighty, well, this has to happen again. Oh no. Oh no. That definitely didn't help, but I didn't see that hole before it was too late. So there was that problem. Surely. This is definitely the best time for me to try to do damage though. I knew that it was so close that I just chose to try to kill it now, so there's that. But now we actually have all the prayers with us too. After all, that's why we have all this white. Our full power, so to speak. They actually believe into us. I guess now we can do a victory howl. We were lonely without Issun, but now we can at least hear Issun, even if Issun is all the way far away from us. Are we going to the Celestial Plane? What is going to exactly be happening? Oh, Baka. Fantastique, Amaterasu. Fantastique. What a long and winding road it's been, ma chérie. But at last our arch nemesis Yami, the Dark Lord who broke darkness upon the land of mortals, has been annihilated for all eternity. I must say, I was really surprised by your little bouncing friend. You couldn't have done it without him. Yep. That tickles. Down, heel. You're going to lick me to death. Going to lick me to death. Jep, Jamppa on kukistettu, siltä se näyttää ainakin hyvinkin. I think we did destroy Yama. Well, Amaterasu. Time to embark to even stormier seas. Making the world a better place is never easy. You must return to the Celestial Plane and set things in order. Only then can you usher in a new age of peace in the mortal world. Our journey is far from over, ma chérie. Well, we're heading off with a little bit of an alien design plane, for sure. Now, full speed ahead. First stop, the Celestial Plane. And so the ship will embark near the Mount double mountains, volcanoes that were there. And they can see us sailing far above. Tree spirit and all. I'm sure Isun is somewhere there. Yep, with Sakuya. The path to heaven, eh? Kinda sounds like fun. But I think Isun is connected to us, so he can actually hear us. Know what we are up to approximately at the very least. You remember what I said the first time I met you, Ami? There's no stopping me once I've made a decision. So I'm going, Furball, and there's no way you're gonna stop me. So you're going to actually go into the celestial place, eh? I'm gonna pull out all the stops and inspire people's faith in you. You're gonna have more believers than you know what to do with. You'll see. Until then, take care of yourself, you big furball. Yay. The celestial planes we travel. There it is. Doesn't look bad. Maybe everything green has grown back up together again. Everything green's come all and all green and pretty. And I guess this is the credits. Planning. Let planning and so on and forth. Hiroshi, Japan, everything. Alrighty. So ends Amaterasu's journey. Well, not exactly, but our journey with Amaterasu. Hey, Amaterasu is below there, on the right side. Also looking about on here, her story, on the full story. Chichi. Chichi indeed, yes. Lots more little things that could be done, but overall, the end we have seen of Amaterasu's story, nonetheless. Jep, oli kyllä hieno peli munkin mielestä. I do love Okami. I do think it's a great game. It has a good story, in my opinion. Pretty nice designs and a lot of different sceneries, and I love the art style. Not just the gameplay itself, but then all the art style that we could say is soon true, so to speak. Is soon true as well, for sure. Loads of things. Of course, a lot of mini games that you don't have to do. Also, poor Rao, also very much dead. Poor dead Rao. And all sort of animals here on the way. I definitely don't play this type of style of games that much. Like, I haven't played the Zelda games even. But I definitely do enjoy this. I guess I should be playing some Zelda games, but of course there's the problem with Zelda games and the like when it's mostly just in the Nintendo. So it's something that you would have to get the Nintendo system to be able to play them anyway, so there's that. But I do like the resolution with Isun too, that he finally accepted what he needed to do. Yeah, great music as well, for sure. Really lovely music. Hey, Isun game. Isun's with us now, bouncing about on top of our head. Yay. Art, music, and by the look of it, wasn't bad to play either. Yeah, wasn't bad to play. If you can figure out some way, definitely try Zelda's even on your own time. Yeah, I guess I should. Someday. But yeah, thanks all for joining with me to watch Okami, Amaterasu's journey. Do definitely want to be watching all of this art though, when I enjoyed the game so much. There's Oki and Lika again, dirty in the world and all. And there's the baby of Otohime. Otohime the Draconian, and she had the baby with the king of as well. So there's the little baby of theirs coming along fine. Hey, imps playing their instruments. Also, the imps all had their instruments after all. And there's the happy little hounds in the... It was Princess Buse, but... What was it? Kusa village. Yes, in Kusa village. The hounds over there. That dirty girl, not as dirty as Rao though. Yeah, especially if you consider the music with Rao. I would assume that we are returning to Sakuya's tree. And we came to sleep here, next to Sakuya's tree. Hey, Susano. Baby Susano. Baby of... There's our seal. There's the seal that I did. Now all of a sudden that came to play there. So they have thrown my story here. And that concludes this most secret of tales. Well then, I'd say that's enough storytelling for today. This story contains the hopes and dreams of many fine people. Keep it close to your heart and cherish it. What's that? You want to know why I alone know this tale that no one knows? You listened to the full story and never figured it out? You're soon? All this soon? Question mark? You missed the full point. Jeez, what's wrong with you? I suppose I'll have to tell the full story all over again. ... You'd best learn to show my pros the respect it deserves. Anyway, I'm tired. Let's call it a day. If you're eager to hear more, I can tell you the rest of the story some other time. Until then, do your best to live up to the heroes I told you about. It's time to roll this scroll up and give it the title. Okami Amaterasu's Adventure. Come back again, okay? Until next time. ... Yay. Okami HD credits separately then, of course. Zeldas are on the list. The seal was perfect. The seal was pretty good, yeah. It in the end came to play. You've only played Zelda Ocarina of Time at a friend's place, but never finished. I was really good at the time. It was really good at the time, though. If you get the chance, yeah. That seal was perfect. Seals are on the list. Ah, yes, the list. And yeah, oh man, it is over. It is, in the end, now done completely over. Well, the story is... There's a lot of little things that could be tried to go and find or found. Well, you could play some more to try to find more things. Maybe I will do occasional streams of Okami and try to find some more. Probably next weekend could be starting something new though, I would think. That's a nice drawing too. So many great drawings in this game, truly. I got that empty feeling that you get after finishing a good game, especially if it takes 50 hours or so. Yeah, indeed. But it was a satisfying end when we were able to hear of Issun and everything, for sure. Definitely. Definitely so. It still took like almost 5 hours or so to finish this. Of course, would have been less if I didn't want to go and visit Ishaku and everything. Well, hey, at least we got a good amount of money. Maybe we can afford the Brown Rage. The Dark Lord. Total results, only 49 hours, 38 minutes, 37 seconds, and I didn't see anything else. That's 0. Enemies defeated 320. Money gained, pretty decent amount. Demon Fangs found. Praise earned. At least praise earned was good. Nothing else really was. Days passed, 71 days. Saves 92. So, very close to 50 hours. Yeah. Days passed, 71 days. Money gained 4 million? Question mark. But then I've just used a lot of stuff, so didn't get anything from Demon Fangs because I didn't really bother to get them as much as I guess I should have. It wasn't a full 50 hours. 0 deaths, I guess it means deaths in battle. Yeah, in a proper sense, because there was those few resurrections, first of all, that you have. You can completely die, and that I didn't do. Yeah. Praise earned is at least good. That I earned a lot. I did upgrade almost everything after all of my everything that I could. But yeah, 0 deaths does sound relatively good. Ah, such lovely new. You got presents from Issun. Oh, what kind of presents? I want presents. Karmic Transformer 1. Oh. Karmic Transformer 2? Question mark. Oh, so that if I go back, I can look a little bit different? Question mark. Karmic Returner. Stray Beat. Karmic Transformer 3. Okay. Karmic Transformer 5. Karmic Transformation 7. Ah, I'm missing one, at least a couple. Arg. Karmic Transformer 8. Karmic Transformer 9. That would be a weird look though, I would have to say. Okay. You can save the game here. This saved file will be used to start your new adventure. Save into a new file instead of overwriting is recommended. Would you like to save the game? Of course. Well, would I want to pick Kovin and starting all over again? Well, I don't think about that one. Let's go to the Catgal Tower and replace that one. And do a very start from beginning. Hey, do we want to start again? I do want to at least go and check what sort of different forms we could be having. So, I do feel I want to go and check that. Melonhead Amaterasu, yes. Hey, presents from me soon. I didn't know about any presents. Sure, let's do another round. Maybe this time I will actually find everything. Hey, Okami art, concept art, characters. Hey, let's look at stuff. Definitely, Amaterasu concept 1. There's 130 pages. Truly. Hey, do we spend all the time to look at all this art? Awesome art. Sure, I have another 50 hours. Yeah, I wanna check those karmic thingies, yeah. Let's, I guess we'll start from here, though, because I like to look at all this art, too. Okay, Amaterasu concept arts. That's a lot of shield design stuff, too. All those different parts. Clave concept, yeah, that was rosary concept, this was reflector concept, rosary concept, and then Amaterasu clave concept. Illustration 1, illustration 2, illustration 3, 4. Early Amaterasu illustration, this is the one that Ishaku has on his wall basically. Anyways. Package illustration. Divine Retribution, Snarling Beast, different shields. Infinity Judge, Trinity Mirror. Solar Flare. That was the last shield that we got. It was pretty awesome shield, for sure. Sumukari, 7 Strike. Blade of Kusanagi, Eight Wonder, Thunder Edge, Devout Beats, Exorcism Beats, Resurrection Beats, and Life Beats. And then there would have been the last one, which would have been Tuntra Beats, that I never bought because, well, Isun concepts. Little Isun and Susano. Susano Final. Gushi concept art. And Gushi Final. Mr. Orange concept. And Mrs. Orange concept. And then the final results. Ah, Sakuya. Beautiful Sakuya. Well, pretty naked from behind though, if you look at the right bottom picture. Some more concept of her. The little Sakuya too, or Shakuya. Sakuya Final. Mushi and Mama. Kokari concept. Kokari Final. Jep, ihan paljaana. Garude. Sleepy little bear. Camille. Madame Fawn concept. The fortune teller that was. Madame Fawn Final. Origini Sensei Final. Tama concept. Tama Final. Ida and Hyata. Princess Fuse. Yatsu concept. Yatsu Final. Kanine K9 Warriors 1. K9 Warriors 2. K9 Warriors 3. K9 Warriors 4. Mr. Bamboo. Kakuya. I wonder what happened to Kakuya though, considering she left with the spaceship. And yeah, Sleepy was an interesting character in a sense. And yeah, a little bit of a major stream in the end. Kakuya Final. Sparrow Clan concept. Arts. Mr. Cutter concept. Mrs. Cutter concept that is. Mr. and Mrs. Cutter finals. Yoshi. Waka. Waka Final. Waka Final number 2 with all the golden hair. Himiko concept. Poor Himiko sacrificed her life too. Himiko Final. I think Kakuya was from the Moon tribe like Waka. Yeah, I think so too. It makes sense considering she was also in a freaking spaceship. And Waka had spaceships. So it does make sense for sure that she would be from the Moon tribe. Rao concept. There is Rao Final. Concept arts. Yama and Yumi. Bengay concept. Bengay Final. Gen concept. Gen Final. Emperor concept. Emperor Final. Carpenters. Pickpocket Hyaso. Mr. Flower concept. Mr. Flower Final. Blossom and Papa Final. Urashima concept. Mrs. Urashima concept. Urashima couple final. Police. Otohime and Wada concept. Otohime and Wada final. Dancers. Security guards. Oki concept. Oki final. Kai and Lika concepts. Kai and Lika finale. Kemu concept. Kemu final. Tassel concept. Tassel final. So not really, well, there was a little bit of a alls, but not in the first one at least that there's no all concepts. Samiko. Ishaku concept. Ishaku final. The Bonkles of all sorts. It is a cute design with the Bonkles for sure. The Bonkles. Naki. Naki was more of a warrior though than Susano. Nami concept. Nami final. Celestials concept. And the final of the Celestials. Nushi. I don't even know who is Nushi unless we mean that it's Susano's kid now then. I guess. Because there was a little bit of a picture of something like that. Ending illustration number 1. It is a very nice ending illustration. Pictures with Otohime and the kid too. And there's the dogs. And there, like that little kid. I guess that's Susano's and that kid. And that was the picture here. I guess that's Nushi. I guess. It looks a little bit like that. Practicing with the sword already on the little age, small age. Design image 1. There's all these different gods. Design image number 2. Brush gods as it is. Number 3. Rejuvenation. Power slash. Green sprout. Cherry bomb. Water sprout. Hailstorm. Crescent. Inferno. Veil of Mist. Catwalk. Thunderstorm. And Blizzard. There we went, all through. Ah, lovely. Concept art, all the monsters. Yay! Super sweet concept art is true though. Okay, let's start. Concept art number 1. Darkness. Also, music difference than in the previous ones. Sweet. There's a lot of bulls pretty much watching on the below and rushing there. It's almost like a dino head, to be honest. Isn't it? It looks like a dino. Of course, they're just getting better and better. Yeah. Interesting. Very dark. Enemy proposal number 1. There's a little Amaterasu in the front as well, I guess. More enemy proposals with the bell there. Tigers. Monkeys. Lots of imps. And the like. Imp concepts. Imp finals. Imp variations. All those different animals or imps that had different instruments. T-Rex. Yeah, it looked like a Godzilla / T-Rex for sure. Imp scrolls. Headless Guardian. Namahake. Dead Fish. Obume. Crow. Tengu. 5-headed dragon. Chimera. Igloo turtle, which is a very strange concept to be honest, but it is a weird one. Buck ogre. Blockhead. Ah, a lovely little blockhead, eh? Yeah, Godzilla would make more sense though, for sure, than just a T-Rex, even though T-Rex came to my mind first. But yeah, blockhead. Clay army. Wield destruction. Bouldergeist. Ishiro, Shiro, and Saburo. The shark and all. Bull chargers. Easy blockhead. Yeah, totally, very easy. Especially the last one that we did was so freaking easy. Crimson Helm. Crimson Helm concept. Blue ogre and a red ogre. Naki and Waka. Waka has interesting shoes. Then Bandit Spider. Great Tengu. Blue Cyclops. Doom Mirrors. Demon Scrolls. Orochi Minion. Cursed Tree. Lockjaw. Tube Foxes. Yeah, I fought these tube foxes when we were getting the foxtrots at one point. Yeah. In the belly of the water dragon, actually, yes. Spider Queen 1. Spider Queen 2. Spider Queen 3. Spider Queen 4. Orochi. There is the 8-headed serpent once more. Orochi's 8 heads. Light. 9 tails. Rao and Oki. Leshku and Nechku. Those were also fun bosses to fight though. These two alls. There's some more. True Orochi in golden scales. Yummy. Yummy is interesting though, I gotta say. I wonder why evil is in a ball. Or is it like Pandora's box? It was opened, and so all evil came to the world. Maybe that's a little bit of the idea there too. All evil was inside the ball, and not exactly box, but a ball slash this boat. Yummy number 2. And yummy number 3. Manga 1. There's Orochi, like manga style art. Drawings, question marks. Amaterasu thinking, what's going on? Finding, oh, this is the dog that is sleeping inside the spider, definitely. Manga of that, basically. Manga 4, when it awakens. And the howl. There it is, the Spider Queen, as I told ya. Hey, there's the what's this thing? Well, one of the mascots with the ball. This wild boar. Manga 7. 8, I mean 9. 9 is just an explosion and a little bit of Amaterasu's ears. It's insane to think all the work that went to this and now seeing some of the actual process. Yep, for sure. And there's the veil of mist by the sheep thingy. Yep, there it is, the meeting with the sheep goddess. And the mist of veil and the veil of mists. More talking, Orochi. In the very end, again, Orochi. Concept art, environments. There was lovely environments a lot too. Only 88 more of these. Cave of Naki was also really sweet looking after all. The very starting location, Cave of Naki, the river of the heavens, the Clover River. That's a very lovely looking concept art. Holy Space sketch. Sacred Tree Black Wave sketch. Ooh, that's quite sweet looking. When the tree isn't blooming or anything like that, and there's just a lot of black waves around it, and it's alone there trying to survive. Actually, what? Yeah, if I would even press the S button, I could be looking without any explanation. Should I look like that? On the other hand, it's a lot more sweeter looking to look like this completely. But on the other hand, it's nice to get the description that this is indeed the Cave of Naki. But maybe I should look like this and we'll see if we can recognize the place. Yeah, this is indeed the Cave of Naki still, that we are, Amaterasu. And there is the statue of Naki, for sure. Yep, there it is. Ah, this is the first first dungeon that we were there, and we needed that ball to be shown, sun shown into the ball, so that we would be able to sprout that one sapling. For sure. It's that place. Yep, there it is. You needed to get that ball into that little alcove. Sort of. Yep, there it is. And then just go in the sun. And it all shines. Nice chains, like first this and then all grown up. Beautiful. And this is the Kamiki village sapling, for sure. When it wasn't lovely yet. This is to the Orochi shrine, to the moon cave. Yeah, going there. And Orochi's entrance. This is where we had that mask, the same kind of a mask like the imp, and we helped all the imps. Remember? We helped all the imps do the cooking and everything. That was a fun space though, when we helped the cook also make the dinner for Orochi and everything. And we are there on the bottom, well, not bottom left, but in the middle bottom, to be honest, with that freaking imp sketch on our face, which is funny. Just fun times. What was this? Ah, yes, just in the Akata Forest, the next, the ruins entrance, as in the next dungeon location. Yep. We need to get into there, and in the middle of that place was that sprouting flower, as in the Spider Queen. And we were able to sprout that lovely flower there afterwards. Very nice. Interesting statues, by the way. I didn't remember that those look like that, the statues. Like human torsos, a bit like. And this is the Kusa village, I think. Yes, with the wind and everything. There's the windmills. And that place where we got the Gale Storm to get to the windmill, I think. Shrine of Rejuvenation. Home of Princess Fuse, yes. Home of Princess Fuse. All blooming then. Sasa Sanctuary. Hey, the Sasa Sanctuary. It is all in the midst of bamboos after all. Hey, there's a rocket. Ah, and the Seiyan City. Its common quarters and lovely aristocratic and the palace and everything. That was a very nice place too. Very big city for sure. That you finally got into. There's the palace close up. There's the little area where there was the bamboo guy and everything. And, the common quarters, so to speak. Seiyan City Himiko's Palace. Alrighty. Yeah, Himiko's Palace. Seiyan City Yama's Restaurant. Alrighty. I was thinking that this is still the Seiya, but I wasn't sure what building is which. Carpenter's house. Mr. Chick's house. And that was one of those money store house which I did break into. Ah, Mr. Bamboo's house. I don't think it quite looked like that, but that would be a nice design for it for sure. Because it didn't quite look like that. There was the flower on top of that house and everything, but that would have been a lovely design too. Deshima. I guess this is the shrine area outside of the city. I guess. Oh, this is at least on top, the place that Waka was in. House of Waka exterior. Yes, in Seiyan City and the inside of it. Tao headquarters. Well, that's are we in the Emperor's body? Emperor's body boss fight. I was thinking that I don't know what else this is supposed to be than the Emperor's body, so. And yeah, it is pretty cool. And this is the ship, sunken ship. Yep. And the inside of the sunken ship. And some of the puzzles inside. The weird coast that were inside. One of the huts outside there, Roshima's house, yes. Ah, lovely looking actually this, in the shell, the Draconian city. Looks very nice in this too. It's funny how, like, the Amaterasu's pictures in the certain was exactly the same looking little drawing there. There's actually a turtle on top there too, swimming about. And more from the Draconian city. Very nice looking place. Huh. Turtle submarines. I didn't realize that there would have been turtle submarines. Maybe those were just concept. I don't know. I didn't realize that there would have been turtle submarines, but anyways. Very beautiful place that was. And is. A very beautiful concept. And this is inside the water dragon. And that is the thing that we needed to cut out of it. The water dragon. And there is the island, Oni Island. And the entrance to there. In the middle of the all of it. And Oni Island Puzzle 1. The statue that you needed the thunder for. And there, the battle arena against Ninetales for the first time. There's a constellation on the sky too for Ninetales. That was a very nice, constellation for Ninetales though. And the way that Ninetales came to attack, especially those underwater places, yeah, were real beautiful. Some of those have cut descriptions, so they didn't end up in the game, yeah. Which is kind of a shame, but very beautiful designs nonetheless. But of course there's some things that aren't then exactly added, even though they were thinking about it. Like Ninetales battle, yeah. Angoku Temple. And there the cat statue, real freaking the sketch of the cat called Tower, which was ridiculous lime for sure. And of course the safe spots. Origin mirror. There was concepts of the sketches of the mirror. I do think that the mirror looks pretty good as it is, but the tier wave looks interesting too for sure. The sun I think was also nice idea that there would have been a sun shape for the mirror, like that. I kind of might have liked it even more than this, but I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Ancient Ruin sketch. Oh yeah, this is the location where you needed the Thunder Strike to be able to enter into that last location, as in into the Gold North. And then there you are in Webgear. Webgear homes. And Isun's home, Bongdan, Bonko Village. And then the door back into the past. What was it the name? Spirit Gate, yes. Yoshbet Spirit Gate. And then the frozen Bafku Shrine Ice Dungeons. And there's the clock and all in the dungeon sketches, Bafku Shrine. And the balancing act. Not exactly with the balls in there to be honest, but that apparently was a concept at least for them to buff the shrine puzzle, because I didn't exactly need to use a ball though for that. That was also an interesting device that we actually saw exactly today. Buff the shrine Blizzard machine. Well, not all of us saw it. Visinek wasn't at least here yet during that time, where you didn't see quite this. You came for the last phase, but not quite this. But yeah, this was the thing that caused the blizzard and which gave us our last power. And there's the owls that we fought on top as well. Yep. And there's the ship, Ark of Yamato. And the inside, the battle against all of this. There's the owl concept. The idea would be that there would have been the owls, but there wasn't the owls. There was the one other boss in that spot. Interesting. I wonder why they decided that there wouldn't be the owls. Maybe because they were also mechanical and the last boss is so mechanical. I don't know. But there's all the symbols then that ended up being used. Lunar runes. And that is the final battle area. Ark of Yamato boss battle. Yeah, there's a lot I haven't seen. Well, you can at least see the concept. So, lovely constellations. And that was a nice battle area though, I would say. It was a nice battle area. 10 high resolution bestiary if we wanted to see all the freaking monsters too. But there is a lot of monsters, so maybe because I looked through most of these already before, so maybe I looked like just into these certain ones that we didn't see. Like I didn't ever look at the Dark Lord Yami too, because well, we saw him in the very end only. So there's the Dark Lord Yami, Ark of Yamato. There's the designs, Leshku and Netsku, and Great Tengu, True Arashi, the designs. But I think that we otherwise looked most of those through, really. Okay, so that was Okami art, and this would be Okami music and video treasure chest and all these sort of things, so... Prologue.
Okami.
Should this be my some cheer? I don't know. This actually wouldn't be too bad for something. It is a title goal. Evil Brewing. Orochi returns. Would be pretty sweet, gosh. They have everything here. They do have everything here, don't they? Amaterasu returns. Ah, Isum team. Ah, good old little Pongo team. So happy. Hello, 472. You come when we are looking at... Well, we look through concept art, but we look into because we basically played through the game, so... But welcome to the stream, and hopefully you have been doing well this weekend and everything. Cave of Naki. Gaze up at the sky. Constellation Rejuvenation. Constellation complete. Emergence of a god. Conversing with God. Celestial Brush. Successful rejuvenation. Silence of Stones in the Kamiki village. This is a nice music too. Kamiki village reborn. Mr. Orange appears. Ominous feelings. It continues. But ominous feelings. How are we? Well, we finished a great game. So I'm pretty happy with that all. Other than we are meaning to look through all these sort of things, so I'm trying to go through some of these a little bit quicker. Oh, there's more of Kamiki village. I don't understand the meaning of this. I don't know. Digging game. Oh dear goodness, the digging game. Well, in all honesty, I survived pretty well from all the digging, but it was quite of a game too. Oddly shaped turnip. Susano skips training. Yeah, very early. You had to finish the game. Yeah, I had to finish the game. That's why you were so late, okay? What game did you finish, 472? Suna goes for a ride. Eat this. Yeah, I'm giving the animals all the feed or the foods, and that's the music. Susano training. Susano is ready. Definitely heard more training than ready music overall. Boulder Schmolder. There we go. Hana Valley music. Cursed Shinshu ballads. Cursed Hana Valley. Drunken Imps. Sleepy Team. It's a bear. Do you remember? The bear. Ah, you finished the Pillars of Eternity too. Well, I hope you enjoyed the game. Don't spoil, of course, please. But, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. Is it good? Nope. Well, that's sad. That's sad then. Susano the Mighty Part 1. Susano the Mighty Part 2. Susano Battle. Guardian Zeppelin Restoration. Hana Valley. There's so much music. This is also very nice music, this Hana Valley, to be honest. Very peaceful. Cure souls and create divine interventions. And yeah, that is a shame. Well, I do already have the game, so it's a little bit too late for me. As such, I'm not necessarily too surprised if there is some problems with it, but I guess it depends. Some people enjoy it nonetheless and some don't, but there is some problems anyways with Obsidian nowadays that I then kind of think that there might be, considering what's the guy's name? The guy who left the team, and he wrote in some places about some of the certain problems, so it's a little bit questionable. Plus the one other guy who is in the Obsidian still working recently at least had a review or the writing with one group or one place about kind of wanting to do something a little bit different maybe than exactly the old school type of RPGs like Pillars of Eternity. Like Pillars of Eternity is old school and their fans wouldn't like it if they changed it or some such, a little bit like into that inclination, at least from what I would understand. But it was silly in a sense because then he said like they could be doing so much more innovation with RPGs, and then saying specifically Bethesda games, something like Skyrims and the like, which is like, well, to be honest, if you look into Morrowind and so on, they've always been the same similar type of games, so I don't really see where there's so much really great stuff and awesome stuff going on with them, but fine. If they want to do and make those sort of games, that's totally fine, but it's just weird, the article that was written very recently before Pillars of Eternity 2 came out, so I wasn't quite sure what to think about that. Can link of course into that place a little bit later on if you wanna have a look into that yourself. Dojo entrances, Dojo Sensei. Oh dear, the Dojo Sensei. Tama and Tama dance. There's so many. I don't know if I should be looking into everything. Chuta ruins. Utter. What is utter? Discovery of a flower. Item obtained. That's also a good sound if I would want to be using it somewhere. Some of this. I guess Elder Scrolls innovated at the time, but now they are not the highest standing RPGs. Yeah, that's my opinion of it, but like, as I said, that article was new. It's not like it was an old article. It's his opinion that they are doing something really, really amazing, but to me it's not really that amazing stuff. They're doing the same sort of games like they've done all the time, open-ended, open-world games. They are good for the certain group of people that enjoy them, but yeah. Yep, they did. They had a big improvement every game from Arena to Daggerfall to Morrowind. Yeah, back then. But like now, if we consider right now, definitely use something from Okami if you end up doing alerts, yeah. Just a question which ones. Divine interventions are pretty long ones. With Oblivion it started to be reused, I guess. Yeah, that's not what I mean nonetheless, like nowadays, when we think about it. Plus, if I think about Fallout 3 and so on, I guess they are okay games, but it just isn't the same as in Fallout 1 and 2, so... Nice. Great. Fantastic. Awesome. Miracle. Play demo. Title demo. Arc of Yamato Musics. Day of Darkness. Setting Sun. Fuck us, Fate. There was a good music in the end here too. Oblivion was basically a simpler version of Morrowind with better graphics and more ugly faces. And Skyrim is again the same, just with better looking faces, yeah. Fallout 4 definitely dropped most of the real RPG elements. And yeah, still they at the moment happened to that guy. I think it was the Sawyer guy. What was his first name? That had given that stuff. Wait, Fallout 4 is supposed to be an RPG? Yeah, I guess it's not an RPG really. Team of the Moon Tribe. But it is sweet that you can listen to these musics like this and you don't even need to be playing the game. Thank you, version. Okami Siranu. Rising Sun. Ah, so many great musics. Video treasure chest, what's that? Internal company presentation A. Well, let's have a look into this. What are these videos? Also, holy shit, does Oblivion have ugly faces? It certainly does have a kind of ugly faces for sure. There's the idea nonetheless that all the trees and so on grow afterwards. Even if not very high quality otherwise. And the howl. Everything grows and is green and the birds fly. And everything. Also, yeah. Okami. One of early videos of Okami, I assume. Internal company presentation A, like presenting the idea of Okami in there with this type of video. Then presentation B. This is more like it became to be with the great art and everything. With its really awesome art style. A little bit different looking, shield-wise. There's tigers and a little bit different type of looking enemies. And a little bit different looking like that to be able to do that sort of a strike. But well, you know, it's the early videos that, hey, maybe do this type of a game idea at all. There is Okami, nonetheless, running. Hey, nice that they were put this into here to be shown too. I guess that's more like the more common PlayStation 2 graphics. Yeah, glad they were more imaginative with the graphics for sure, definitely. Okami Demon Gallery Scroll. Demon Gallery Scroll. I can scroll through this scroll and look through all of this. 毛を立つ者の毛現れぬ我が名は天道大使一寸白銀の狼ともに旅立したるに遅い来たる者の毛どもをここに描きしたたむる者なり夜な夜な乱りに見るべからず I don't want to distract that. Ishiko. The shark. I don't know what he's saying. Water dragon. Nine tails. Oki. Play warriors and all. And more demons. Demons after demons after demons. There's just demons and demons and demons. And Orochi. It is a nice scroll though. Netsu and I don't remember the other guy's name again. I never remember their names. There's the ship. The ship of Yamato ship. And the ball of Yama. The Yama's hand. And there ends the scroll. No one knows. It's all nonsense. Not necessarily nonsense, but you know. Anyways, let's see how this would work then if we would go and start a new game, so to speak. Let's just see about that. So I guess it would be like continue and just load this, start from beginning. Do you wish to load this data? Yes. So, can we change our look? How does it work? Oh, I don't know. We'll see. Now loading. Story. This is a good introduction story to, in all reality, like already starting to paint this all out after all. Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of broad and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. As it was. The dark secret was specifically Orochi. To satiate the appetite of the Orochi, a fearsome crave and dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival, with a body like a mountain and 8-headed mountains of necks the size of a tree trunks. Its blood-red eyes alone were set to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranu. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi, even though that was not the case. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranu. The warrior Naki attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranu's swift movements. It's kind of funny to read, in all honesty, this story again, when we actually kind of lived that through a little bit too, I would say. It's funny to go back and reread it. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white plummeted arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Pierced in the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Naki, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by the sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi's once and for all, Naki traveled to the Beast Cave in place of his beloved. Yeah, that's how it worked, right, guys? That's exactly how it went. The moon cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Naki stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 trashy necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Naki led with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel, the blade left nary a scratch. Yep, pretty much, yeah. This is a true story, just the way it's supposed to have been. At long last, Naki, his energy spent from the intense battle. Not quite the case. Dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Naki, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranu, the wolf that dwelt outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranu leapt towards Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying head, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled, finally thrashing in the darkness. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranu summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shiranu, sharpened claws glistening. Gigantic trees suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranu fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranu, covered in Kashi's majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow, but Shiranu refused to give in with its last ounce of strength. The majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Naki's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Naki, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary, channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms. He leapt ferociously towards Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. One by one. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villages was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranu had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Naki scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. That at least is true. Sort of, at least. When they reached the village, Shiranu was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranu let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Poor little Shiranu. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranu's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed the statue of the wolf within it. Naki's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Naki and Shiranu's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. And so it happened again. I don't know at least how to easily skip this to begin with, and on the other hand it is a nice starting story. So, a little bit of a new light into events. I don't know what he did even with the sword, because it vanished. I never saw the sword after, well, we got it later on, but I guess Orochi was keeping it after all, actually, yeah. We did get it, but from Orochi battle. Is this the legendary sword? Is it Tsukuyomi, the sword that punished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale. Silly Susano, but I guess it was all destiny. After all, for this all to happen. Maybe it needed to happen. Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bones. Speak the words, I wish darkness onto the world. Utter that prayer onto me and unleash my power. And so... Susano runs. And Orochi roars. A great roar. There he goes. And the world is covered in eternal darkness. At least for now. It is kind of going to be funny to meet Isun all over again, though. Good old Isun, a horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Your Orochi voice acting should be canon. Thanks. Wood sprite Sakiya. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about this calamity? We must act quickly. There's no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Okami Amaterasu. Ah, this divine white light, this beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all, that is, Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the savior whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demon so many years ago has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Sniff. Tentacles. Dot 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 dot. Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon, but never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your power to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. Eh? What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Yes, she laughs lots because of dear old Isun. Phew, what on earth? You again? Oh, whoa, are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss.
I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all.
Ah, yes, this scene.
Were you napping in my clothes again, Buck?
By the way, funny thing, she's calling Isun Buck. Like when we returned and saw the little Sakuya. After all, they're also asked, could we always be friends? Amaterasu, her and the Buck. Buck, I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a one-train artist. The name's Isun. One-train artist Isun. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush.
Well, he did draw the lovely little spirit.
Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? Who else but Isun? Very much so. I didn't remember Isun was introduced right in the beginning. You didn't? Truly? Well, then it was a good reminder. Jumping on top of us. What's with you, Furball? You look kinda down in the dumps. Actually, ... You look kinda familiar. ... Got it. You look just like that statue of Cyrano. The great connection. Whoa, what do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in fool slobber. You'll regret it messing with the crazy soon. Don't make me use my prize sword Tenkomaru against you. But then comes the Orochi sound from oh, that's actually the really big waves too. I didn't actually realize that there was actually all these great big horrible waves surrounding here at the moment. What's that growling sound? And why is it so dark anyway?
Oh, great god Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki village. The village lives on. The spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world.
The trees returned to normal, huh? That Sakuya girl sure said some weird stuff. The village's spirits are being kept inside the fruit. ... That's the fruit. That girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. Yep, a lot can happen. I didn't even realize that there was actually all these dark waves going and surrounding this place. Never looked closely enough during this time. There's all those freaking dark waves everywhere. Everywhere. Okay, I wonder where one got... Hey, actually we have everything already full. I guess this is the reason why it would be a lot easier at this moment to try to go and get stuff. Yeah, we've already found a lot. Arc of Yamato too. Hey, that's funny. I guess I would need to be starting from beginning. Do we have a lot of cash? That's kind of also, I guess, my question then. Do I have a lot of cash? Well, I have some cash. Not a huge amount, though. Definitely don't have all my weapons, or... Actually, I do have a pretty decent amount of weapons. Shame that I didn't buy the better one. That's interesting. Interesting. Well, hey, why not? Hey, and I got all my 79 fangs as well. So hey, that's not too bad. I do wonder how... Hey, it is the things. Undo karmic transformation. Let's see, what does this look? I need to go there to see. Oh, our tail is on top, isn't it? And yeah, neat. Very much so. I guess I should first save so that I can see. Where are we? It got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place in this village that was like this. Well, we better keep our eyes peeled. You can use the mouse to look around. Yes. Yes, yes. Our tail is on top with this. It is like we are more like a dog in this shape. We're more like all the dogs in this shape, I'd say, are in this karmic chains. Hold on, that's an origin mirror. Yes, I know what it is this soon. Thanks for the info, but I know. Yeah, I know. Let's save. Let's save into the second spot, I'd say. Ooh, that is actually going to always be remembered, always that I do have it a little bit different. Okay, so this is this dog shape. It looks interesting. We definitely don't look like a fool no more if it would be like this. Do tell me, what is your preferred shape of us then? This is at least gonna be cute. Aw, you're so fluffy and big. Fluffy Amaterasu. So fluffy and big. Such a lovely fur that we have. So fluffy. Okay, what else? This is just like we would never have our markings even. And yes, a fierce beast. This would be so weird to be this kind of a dog. That would be weird. This is the actual Shiranu look. The original Shiranu look. And yes, sauce plus Matsuo. What's this then? It's like a really dark form of us. Interesting. Quite interesting. So, this is the original version that they showed there. That's why this is like this. The normal PlayStation 2 graphics more like. Okay, so hey guys, what do you think is the best look? Or what do we wanna put on? What do we wanna use? To be honest, I kinda like this really fluffy one. And Shirano is of course nice, but you know, it's kind of interesting to have all this stuff here. Pomppaa vähän ympäristöstä, jep, se fluffy one for Kones. I do like this. What the? Is there something sharpening inside of us when we're like this? Oh dear, our bark! I gotta hear other barks too. This is such a just a doggy. Yeah, definitely the fluffy one. But hear our bark? Like seriously? Seriously? Vissinek also voted with for the fluff too. But seriously, the bark. The bark is so good. No, this is like this is a normal bark. Sounds more like a little bit more fearsome than the dog bark. Puppy bark. Then what about this? Yeah, that's a normal Amaterasu bark nonetheless. What about this? Gotta be this one, funny melon head. Yeah, definitely has to be that, but I gotta listen to all the barks just in case. I was thinking that this is probably the same sound. What about this? Are these the same sound? Probably. Yeah. Had to still listen. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, same sound, but it's interesting for sure. But okay, yeah. Us and our fluffy bark. Oh dear. Oh dear. Hey, let's go in our beautiful new shape. Can't double jump yet, such a shame. Look at all those bots. Yes, I know, Isu. I know I can destroy everything. Way to go, my furry friend. You can do that anytime you see something you can break. You don't say. You do not say. Maybe from time to time I should play this the second time around then so that we could get all the stuff. Maybe. I have to definitely think about it. You guys should be saying too though. Whoa, 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 hold on there, Furball. Get a load of that. That just looks mighty tempting. Let's go check it out. Getting up that high ought to be a piece of cake. Press space jump, then press it again to do the wall jump, but be sure to press it firmly so you can jump really high. Easy, I knew you could do it. They say good luck is found in high places. It's so funny to see us in this shape though. So keep your eyes peeled, we don't want to miss any treasure. No treasures missed, gotta be good nonetheless. This one. Oh dear. So weird to be all the way back to the beginning. All the way back to the beginning. Oh. Looks like the bridge is out. This shouldn't be so hard. Amaterasu, was it? That's kinda long. Mind if I call you Ami? Listen, Ami, ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Good brushwork has its own soul, at least that's what they say. Thanks, perhaps, for the automatic host. If you happen to visit here, but I think you're probably not around, but it's the automatic host nonetheless, so thank you. And welcome here for anyone who happens to stumble upon or watch from Verax. A picture worth 1,000 words, right? And Isu did have this brush technique after all, so Ishun is capable of doing this skill. Nice, huh? Just a little technique I've mastered called rejuvenation. It's one of the many brush techniques that use divine power. It's a brush god power that can restore broken or missing things. I practiced really hard just to master this one technique. But there are 13. Each one is the power of one of the 13 brush gods. Originally, all 13 were a single powerful deity. When the deity died, its power was split into 13 separate gods. The gods now dwell within objects all around us, but God or no good, how could anyone have the power to master all 13? That's the question. How could anyone master all 13? But we and our little fluffy friend, certainly we are gonna be able to do that. We can't just go into here yet, unfortunately. We need the rejuvenation power ourselves to be able to go through that. River of the Heavens. The River of the Heavens? They mean the fabled Stardust River. But I sure don't see anything like that around here. It couldn't be that little bottle over there, could it? Yeah, mastering all 13. Nobody has the time for that. Totally, no one. No one ever could. Wow, look at the stars twinkle. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Hey, look, are those stars forming a pattern or is it just me? There is one good thing, by the way, though. At least that we didn't do everything that we could have done before, in a sense. Because, at least if I do actually play this again, true, then there's definitely more sense to go and do some of those extra things now than there would have been to do 10 and then go to the final battle and so on. So there's that. I guess I'll just have to throw the missing star. Isun thinking that he can also throw those stars. Isun, you're not quite that powerful, my friend. ... Pah. Looks like I'm just not ready to throw missing stars. Yeah, I sure spend a heck of a lot of time practicing that mumble. Oh dear, little Isun. Dear little Isun can't do this skill or this drawing yet. And there comes the god. Yomikami, the very first one we meet. Why if it isn't the Mother Amaterasu? I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. having never forgotten you. Us, like we are now, is strange to see, but yeah. I, Yumikami, God of Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we could again meet. While you were away, the dirty spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men and now lie in disarray. I became a constellation and managed to survive until now. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the tried riverbed of the heavens and renew the flow of stardust. Fluffy Amy. It looks so strange. Whoa, that was Yomikami, the god of rejuvenation. Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now? Can you really use it to restore the river of the heavens? That would mean you were as good with the process yours truly. Nah, it couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique? Other than Isun the Mighty, eh? Yeah, who else could be mastering the skill for sure? Yeah, I know. Wonder if throwing some stardust would get the river flowing again. Nah, it's one thing to fix a bridge, but fixing a starving river? There's no way you could pull off a stunt like that. It's soon. Whoa. A river of stardust? So this really must be the river of the heavens. But what I really wanna know is who the heck threw that darn thing? Yeah, who would it have been? I wonder. Purple is more fitting nickname now, I just realized. Yeah, for sure. Purple is so fitting now, for sure. I do have to agree with that. I still didn't manage to do all of it. Annoyance. I still not seen all of it. Just do all of it. Thanks. Hey, that's actually pretty nice. We can already see that we've opened this chest. So I don't need to go and open all the chests that I have already opened. So that's something as well. Naki's cave. Naki's shrine. But yeah, we are definitely a verbal now if we weren't before. We are such a verbal. We earned our nickname, we certainly did. That is very so true for sure. Hello, Naki. Is this the legendary shrine? We must be in the cave of Naki. The legendary hero Naki is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of the White Wolf Sivanu. First the river of the heavens and now this place. Where the heck are we, Furbo? Boy, this place is a wreck. See, that fort is in really bad shape. The god sure didn't do much to protect this place. Let's restore the sword. That really was your brush work all this time. How did you get so good? Exactly who are you anyway? Hey, there's another constellation. This one looks like mousy. It is a funny thing that the mouse has a great sword and all. Mouse coming and slashing everything up with a mighty sword. Well, says Tachikami. Well. Oh, we are so superb. If it isn't Amaterasu.
It's been a long time, but with all these monsters around, the only place I could hide was in the shrine dedicated to ancient heroes. If there is anything I can do to assist you in your endeavors, I am at your service. Make good use of this sword as it was designed to conquer evil.
Thanks. With the help of the white wolf, nah, I don't know if any wolf helped at all. To be honest, yes. Hey, that was the god Tashikami, master of the power slash technique. Wait a minute, if you're getting all these powers, then you're just like the Chiranu. You know, the fool who fought and died alongside the great Naki. When Shiranu died, the fool's power was split into the 13 brush codes. This is crazy. Shiranu and Naki, it's just like the legend. Well, anyway, I've never seen this power slash technique myself. How about showing your stuff off on that boulder over there? Let me see you slice it in half by throwing a single line. I won't believe it till I see it. There you go. Whoa. I didn't think you had it in you, Purple. Purple? I'm not even in the same league as you. Guess I really overestimated myself. Dot 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 dot. Hey, Purple. Dot dot dot. I mean Amaterasu. Dot dot dot. I've made up my mind. If you're Shiranu Reborn, then that means you can master all 13 techniques, right? In that case, I think I'll tag along until I'm as good as you. Lucky you. Hehe, it's no use trying to change my mind. There's no stopping me once I've made a decision. But enough about me. Now that you've mastered the power slash, you can cut down the things Sake was talking about. Let's go back and give it a shot. This is so funny. This bark is absolutely fantastic too. It's not a bark. It's just a little poof. Battle A. I have too good of a weapon for you guys to have anything to say about it. I can even do the insult. I should really be doing it more. The insult so I can gather all those freaking demon fangs that I've been missing. Oh dear. Oh dearness of me. This time I should be getting all the bandits and all that too for sure then though. Shouldn't I? Give me a demon fang. Thanks. Much appreciated. Give me a fang. Thanks. No this sort of battle mechanics last time around in this point. For certainty. Now I actually know this technique. Did you know that Sotentenho that you can do that with the sword too? From the air? I had so no idea. For so long. No idea at all. And back through the river. Do you think that I do miss is my double jump though? I gotta relearn that. Double jump is so far away and I can't double jump. Makes me very, very sad. You did neglect Demon Fangs. Yeah, I did. It's just that when you have to go and specifically do that skill, then I easily forget all about it. Never do it. Which is indeed silly, but so it is. At least I can bark. Actually, should I save before that, just in case? Yeah, let's just save. Well, I never use swords as secondary. I knew otherwise, but I never thought about using it in the air. That's the thing. I never thought about using it there. You can bark. Yeah, I can bark. Happily. Have bark all the way.
Every time and always.
And the battles are definitely way easier with the new weapon and all. Let's free the city from its slumber.
The beautiful village is all restored.
All restored. Whoa, the village been restored? Sakuya came through big time. She really was protecting the village. But I sure wish I could spend some more time in her kimono. If ya know what I mean. That's the issue we love and know and love. But seriously, with monsters running around and all, the village could still be in danger. Let's go see how they're all doing down there. I think we should be ending for today though, and then for at least for the moment with Amaterasu. Not go and immediately start playing the game through again. A little bit later. But at least safe for this point. We can continue from here if we wish then some more. So, guys, anyways, that's the question I guess. Shall we from time to time play some more Okami Amaterasu and just start from here? Go with our little fluffy friend all the way. Hey, by the way, I want to see how our little fluffy friend will be sleeping around too. But I guess that will be okay from time to time to then go and return to Amaterasu and Okami and go and actually play this again. Try to get all the secrets. This thing does look a little bit strange with us though. Oh, there, our little fluffy Amaterasu went to sleep then. Why not, says Tayunta, but I do think that next weekend we should start the, what was the Tales from the Borderlands nonetheless? So for the moment at least this will be for Amaterasu, Okami. But we shall from time to time then come back and play some more, I think. I think it will be okay. I'm not sure if exactly how often or should I then, I guess I can upload the rest of it also into YouTube, but don't know. Nonetheless, it's funny to have those different possibilities for your look, for sure too. Definitely looking forward to that. Tales of the Borderlands, you mean? Or some more Okami? The questions. But anyways, I will be stopping the recording at least into here, so thank you all for watching Okami with me. And, well, playing Okami, playing with Amaterasu, going through the story, and I hope you all enjoyed here in Twitch, and also later on in YouTube, all of the Amaterasu story. It was quite of a story, I'd say. Definitely quite of a story. And maybe we will do some extra stuff later on, indeed. That was quite of a strike from Amaterasu there too in the tutorial, or that thing. But anyways, yes, thank you for being here and watching everything. And see you for more Okami, mayhap a little bit later on. See you soon.